Hello and welcome to episode 12, The Emotional Toll of Caregiving. And I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, caregiver advocate, and founder of Life Care Leadership. This podcast is for professionals who are doing the impossible. They're balancing work, life, and care. Whether you're a caregiver yourself or a leader supporting a team that includes caregivers, this space is for you. Each week, we unpack real strategies, leadership insights, and mindset shifts to help you thrive, not just survive, in the age of caregiving. Let's get into it. What to do with the anger, guilt, and grief that follows. Today's episode is about the emotional side of caregiving, the part that few people talk about, but almost every caregiver feels. You may be juggling work, caregiving, parenting, managing finances, working, and from the outside, it looks like you're holding it all together, but inside, you might be angry, you might be grieving, you might be carrying guilt that you don't even know how to name it. This episode is for every caregiver who's been told, "You're so strong," when what you really need is space to feel all these things that you're carrying. So let's talk about it. Caregiving isn't just a logistical job, it's deeply emotional, and those emotions often conflict. You might feel grateful to be able to help, but resentful that no one else is. Sad about the changes in your loved one, but numb from the daily grind. Proud of how much you manage, but guilty that it's never enough. That emotional whiplash is completely normal, and it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It means that you're human, and caregiving is hard. But what happens when those emotions go unprocessed? They start to show up in ways that look like burnout, but are actually emotional overload. Snapping at your kids, crying over small things, feeling like a shell of yourself, losing interest in things that you used to love. So today, I want to offer 3 things that you can do to start navigating these emotions, not just stuffing them down. Step 1 is to name what you're really feeling. You can't manage what you won't name. So take a quiet moment right now if you can and ask yourself, what am I holding emotionally today? What keeps bubbling up when I least expect it? It might be anger at family members who aren't helping, anger at a broken system, or the unfairness of all of this. You might be feeling guilt for not doing more, for taking a break, for feeling frustrated with someone you love. You might be feeling grief for the loss of who your loved one used to be, for the life you thought you'd have, for parts of yourself that you've had to put on hold. These feelings don't make you a bad caregiver. They make you an honest one. Step 2, create a safe outlet for processing. Caregiving doesn't leave much space for emotional processing. But if you don't make space, the feelings don't go away. They just bury deeper. Here are a few ways to create some emotional margin. One idea is voice memos. You can record your thoughts while you're on a walk, just to get them out. Journaling, even just a few minutes a day, can give your feelings somewhere to go. You can trust a friend, someone who can listen without trying to fix it. Support groups or therapists, they're especially helpful if you have persistent anger or grief or trauma about this. Remember, this isn't about venting. It's about giving your feelings somewhere to land so they don't explode or turn inward. Step 3, lead your emotions. Don't let them lead you. This is where caregiving and leadership intersect. You can feel deeply and still lead clearly. You can have big emotions and still make grounded decisions. The key is separating feeling from identity. You might feel guilt, but that doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. You might feel anger, but that doesn't mean you're not compassionate. You might feel grief, but that doesn't mean you're weak. When you learn to honor your emotions without letting them dictate your actions, you step into the heart of care leadership. And when you show up with that kind of clarity, your relationships, your work, your caregiving, all of that shifts. Let me tell you about someone that I worked with. Her name, we'll call her Erica. She was caring for a mom after a stroke while managing a high-pressure consulting job. She was doing it all on paper, but emotionally, she was unraveling. "I don't even know who I am anymore," she said. She cries in the car. "I'm angry all the time." And my mother for getting sick. We didn't start by fixing her schedule. We started by giving her permission to feel. Through journaling, weekly processing sessions, and boundary setting, she didn't just survive caregiving. She reclaimed her voice. She reclaimed herself, and that changed everything. So, if this episode spoke to you, I'd love to help you take the next step towards that emotional clarity and strength. So, join me for my free workshop, From Caregiver to Care Leader, where we walk through how to lead yourself well, emotionally, not just logistically. You can also read one of my books, Balancing Caregiving While Working or Ready to Care. And you can join the Thrive and Lead coaching program. It's where we create a space for you to process, rebuild, and lead your life with more compassion for yourself and others. You're going to find all the links at lifecareleadership.com or in the description below. Caregiving will stretch your heart in every direction, but you don't have to do it alone. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share this with the next person that you know that is caregiving, who might need that emotional permission to let things go. Meet me next week for the next podcast. And remember this: you've got this, and I've got you.